Okay, well, in the last tutorial, last version, I showed you how to get around if you're having the audio issues, which you'll have with certain sound cards, by changing what sound system Blender uses. So now that we've gotten past that little problem, now we can add music to the level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the camera object here. I'm going to say add a sensor of always and connect those, and then we're going to come down here and say sound and connect those. I'm going to open up here and go to my music folder, and I'm going to choose this OGG file here. I also have an MP3, but since it plays OGGs, let's try to keep this open source. But if you're going to be creating levels of your own and want to change the music, WAV and MP3 files are also accepted. But I'm going with OGG here. I'm going to say open, and this is a song I wrote, and it's just a simple little background music. And now that we have that, we have it set to play stop here, so it'll play the entire song. You can also say loop. There's a bunch of different options here as far as different ways of looping. I'm just going to say play stop for right now. This is a decent length song, and really you'll probably... I'm trying to think what happens when I lose level, if it starts the music over, if it continues. Let's find out here. So as you can see, the music is playing in the background. Had a little issue there. My keyboard locked up. Now it's working. I don't know what caused that. Probably just a system issue. But here we go. I'm going to purposely miss with my last bird here. So when the level starts over again, it seems like the music does not continue. That's something I hadn't checked before I started doing this video. Let's think about this. Always the camera. So what happens? Oh, well, one, because it loads the file. So if I save this, now let's try and see what happens. Purposely miss. Wait for the timeout for the level to restart. Okay. So in this case, it's going to start the song over again. So in reality, I don't see a need to loop the music because if it takes you more than the length of the song to either win or lose, you're obviously just sitting there staring at the screen. But there are options to loop. If you're designing a level and wanted to change the music, you can definitely do so just by changing that drop-down option. And there we go. So now we have music playing in the background. And right now, when you win, if you don't use all your birds, I forget what we have it set to. It's whether it's I'm just trying a brain cramp here. Anyway, at some point we're gonna have more than one level, so you can move on to another level when you beat the level. But there we are. We have music, and we're continuing moving along with these tutorials and versions. This is version 0.4.1 of POP. So I thank you for watching. Please visit filmsbykris.com/POP. That's Kris with a K. There should be a link in the description of this video. There you can find out more about this project and get copies of the game and the project files. Obviously, at this point, the game's still being developed, so we don't have final executables, but we do have the blend files, and each video goes along with a version, and in the end, we're going to obviously package this up for different operating systems. We'll have deb packages, probably for Linux, or possibly just installing a shell script that extracts, self-extracting shell script. That's a good question. Haven't completely decided which way I want to go with that. Might have both. So if you're running a Debian-based system, you can get the deb file. If you're not, then you can just use the self-extracting shell script. Um, and obviously we'll have exe for Windows and whatever Mac uses for installations. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to do self-extracting shell for that, but I have to get in touch with Mac people. I know Blender runs on Mac and can make standalone executables. Also remember, once you add in, we've added in this OGG file. Before you make a standalone package, you're going to want to package into the blend file. This will obviously make the file larger. That OGG file is about 1.2 megabytes, I think, so we've just increased the size of our level here by packaging that in. If you didn't package that in, then you would have to either ship that OGG file with the blend file or not have music on the level if you don't ship it. So packaging in, as I've said in past tutorials, makes the file larger but makes it a little more modular and portable. Obviously, if you develop a level, it's up to you what you package into it. So I thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.